How's it going, friends? Happy EA NHL 20 ratings day. We are going to go through the ratings that were revealed to us today with NHL and EA on their EA Twitter, starting off with number 50, good old Dylan Larkin. He continues to progress and become an even better two-way center as well. For that reason, he got awarded that 88 overall this year, and I understand why he got it. Freddie Anderson came out at number 49. Now, I'm not surprised to still see Freddie Anderson down at 49, but I'm a firm believer that Freddie deserves a better overall and is a huge reason the Leafs are as good as they are. That defense has not been pretty, and he has been pretty. Anderson deserves a lot of credit for this team not being a wild card game. I mean, you look at his save percentage, 918 save percentage. That's a solid save percentage in the league. A guy like Rask had a 912 save percentage, right? And we're going to praise him. He's going to probably be a top 25 goalie, a top 30 goalie on this list if I had to guess. But you look at the goals against averages. If you don't believe how much carrying Freddie has to do, 918 save percentage for Freddie, 277 goals against average. And we brought up Rask. He had a 912 save percentage. That's worse than a 918, by the way. And he had a 2.46 goals against average. Nearly a 0.31 goals against better for Rask. That just shows how many more shots that Freddie Anderson had to put up. I'm not trying to throw a shot at Rask or anything here. Just trying to bring up that's how much more Freddie Anderson had to do during the season. 48 is P.K.SUBBAN. Now, last season he was ranked 39, but he was also ranked 80, or he was also an 88 overall, and he was dealing with a lot of injuries for the last season. So it does make a lot of sense here where EA would not change his overall. You normally don't see the overall changes when guys deal with injuries like that. Subban obviously fitting that rule right here. 47 is Sebastian Aho. 83 point, 30 goal scorer this year. A breakout year nonetheless. A great season for him. Nice to see him make this list as well. 46 is HUBERDEAU. HUBERDEAU, to some may surprise because he was on Florida, but he had a really good year last season. He put up 92 points. He most definitely deserves to be on this list in my opinion with those 92 points. So you know what? I'm all right with an 88 overall there. 45 is Ryan O'Reilly. I'm sure some Leafs fans would love to see him higher, but this is a pretty expected overall for Ryan O'Reilly. I think that's where he ended last year. NHL 19 was an 88. It was his breakout year. A D-man who's been in the league for years, and he wasn't a top 15 defenseman in the game overall wise to start last season, which means EA wasn't going to give him some massive bump to top 5, but I think an 88 is more than fair for him at the same time as well. Number 44 is Jack Eichel, still treading water here around an 88 overall. It's been a sticky area for Eichel where he's been rated. I think we all know what he's capable of, that being a 90 plus overall guy, and he has been a point per game player over the past 3 seasons, so the argument is definitely there, especially considering the team he plays on. I guess that's a double-ended sword for him because he's playing on a bad team. You don't get a lot of talk about him, but at the same time, he's been playing on a bad team and he's done really well. Nonetheless, it looks like EA is waiting on Eichel to play a full year healthy before they give him a big bump here. 43 is Phil Kessel, 88 overall. Pretty surprising downgrade here for Kessel. Kessel was an 89 in NHL 19, and rarely do we see a player of his caliber get a downgrade, even if it is off of a bad season. Thing is, though, Kessel didn't have a bad season. He dropped 82 points last season. Kind of surprised here that he's seen that 89 go down to an 88. 82 is Johnathan Toews. Toews is always the controversial one in EA ratings for everybody to talk about, and I usually defend him, but I got nothing this time. Johnathan Toews just came off his best offensive season of his career, and he is respected for his elite defensive play. The crazy thing here, though, is this. He's an 88 overall coming off of his best offensive production year. This guy who used to be rated as one of the top 5 players in NHL games consistently back in the days. So I guess we let the EA logic and controversy continue on. Number 41, our first 89 overall in this list is Brayden Point. Now, I'm not even going to go down this Brayden Point road. I'm not quite sure. I guess the 89, I can see the argument in both directions here because it was a breakout year for him, and we're going to say it was a breakout year because I'm going to say it, personal opinion here. Not really personal opinion, just I've watched Nikita Kucherov play now for like 4 seasons, and he literally carries anybody he plays with. Brayden Point being an exceptionally good player, he's going to kind of inflate them stats a little bit there. But nonetheless, 41 goals, you don't accidentally score 41 goals. I mean, you know, even if Kucherov lets you tap in like 30 of them, the guy's a great player, all right? You can't take that away from him. And being that this is his 3rd year in the league, though, it does make sense for him to go from a 66-point season, a 40-point season, all the way up to a 92, where EA is just not going to say, here, Brayden Point, here's a 91 overall. But an 89, for EA's way of normally doing ratings, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm happy with it. I can get behind an 89 overall Brayden Point. That's going to conclude this video, though. That is the rating so far. I'd love to hear if you guys agree or disagree. Keep in mind, just because a player did not make the list doesn't necessarily mean he can't be an 88 overall. We just seen 8 or 9 88 overalls on this list. There could be 8 or 9 88 overalls that didn't make the top 60, top 50. So keep that in mind as well. As always, though, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.